Hi everybody, welcome to All Games New and Old. I'm David Rodriguez, and today I'm going to be unboxing Arborea. It has been a busy week. I think every day this week a crowdfunding game has arrived. I've had Septima and Solar Titans and Marvel Zombies. I was supposed to get, I think I'm getting Age of Comics tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, assuming that there's no delay. But like, wow, what a packed week for games. It's been really crazy here. So let's get to this game though. As you can probably tell by the cover, it has some really just kind of bizarre but cool art. It kind of reminds me of Princess Mononoke or something, or I don't know if that's even the right one, but you know, one of the Miyazaki animes. It just something about, even though it's not quite an anime style, it's just a really unique, cool looking art, and I kind of want to just like stare at every little part of it and just look at all the crazy little details and the unusual creatures that, like, there's like a toad looking thing, but he's got like sort of like a tentacly antenna, and he's got the toadstools coming out the back. Like, there's all kinds of stuff. I feel like I could just pick out things forever, and I probably will as I play the game, so that's really fun. But let's turn this over and we'll see what it says about this game. Once in a millennia, Arborea begins anew, and as a guiding spirit, you'll oversee the growth of this realm into a new and prosperous ecosystem. Guide your workers on pilgrimages to gather precious resources and attract exotic creatures. The further your workers travel, the greater the blessings they'll receive. Use these resources to build and overlay land cards, crafting your own unique ecosystem for the creatures you collect. At the end of the millennia, one guardian spirit will be honored by the ancients for their contributions to Arborea's rejuvenation. And it says overlay ecosystem cards, animal placement, traveling workers, shared resources, variable scoring. That shared resources thing is really interesting. I was trying to look at the video and it didn't explain in depth how it goes, but somehow it's a competitive game, but you are all somehow sharing resources, which is interesting. So that was one of the things that drew me to this. I thought that was like a unique thing that I hadn't seen before anyway. And so I thought it might be worth trying out in this game. And I just think it's a gorgeous game too. So that helps. So let's get into this box and see what's in here. So this, let's see. Oh, I was going to tell you how many players it takes and all that. So it is for ages 14 and up, plays in 90 to 120 minutes, and 1 to 5 players. So not a short game by any stretch, but you know, that's okay once in a while. Let's open this baby up. Oh, the lid comes off really nice, which is great. Sometimes I'm really fighting with the box covers. Okay, so here's the rulebook. It's got a cool linen finish, at least on the cover. I don't think it's quite so much on the inside, maybe. Well, maybe. I don't know. But extremely colorful pages. Honestly, a joy to look at this. Even it's just a rule book. But so this has a gameplay overview. This looks like reference stuff. Let's see where that rules actually end here. Sage overlay. So there's solo mode on page 19. Sage overlay tiles. Page 18. That might be part of the rules. I'm not sure. Okay, so hold on now. Kickstarter expansion modules. Some of these things are going to be just extra stuff. We have the Midnight River expansion, which I believe came with this. So really, like, the main rules are 13 pages. That's not too crazy. It's really not. So for a game that, you know, they list as one of their advanced games, you know, I don't know how heavy this will be compared to other heavy games. I kind of was under the impression it was a bit heavy, but you know, if it's super heavy, great. If it's lighter than that, that's also fine. Okay, wow, there's a lot of stuff in here. Let's look at some of these really cool components. I think what I'm gonna move the box to the side. It's just a lot harder to focus on things when there's stuff behind what I'm trying to show people. So let's get this stuff out. So there's a lot of little bags that are full of other things. Okay. So what we have here is various colors of worker meeples. I'm guessing it's a color per player. That would kind of make the most sense. They do have different designs. I guess it's possible that they are all different types of workers, but I think it's just based on your player color. Okay, we have these kind of unique sort of spirit-looking things. Also in the player colors. Okay, we have here some creatures. So this penguin is that toad I was talking about, the toadstools on its back. So just super unique designs. I really like it. It's one of the big things that really drew me to this, is just the cool creature designs. Okay. So let's see. We've got these kind of like, almost like scorpions, but like with more of like a tentacly tail. Got some kind of creature with like antlers there. Purple one's a little hard to see for me. I can't quite tell what I'm looking at here. But very cool looking stuff. Now, I think some of these are like special components that are only in the Kickstarter version. I'm not sure if all these ones are, or if it's just like certain ones. These actually have some screen printed stuff on them. I'm not sure how that's used. That's interesting. Okay, we have some more little creatures here. It's almost like a little light green, almost like a little pineapple guy, but it's cute. Okay, look at that. A little bit like dragonish, sort of, like kind of flying serpent. It's almost hard to liken these things to other stuff because they are so unique. Okay, here looks like possibly more special worker meeples. They're a little different than the other ones because the art on them is white instead of black, but it looks like other than that, same picture on there. Okay, here's a variety of tokens. This one has an hourglass. Some of them look sort of more like flowers though, so I'm not totally sure, but awesome looking. Okay, so these are actually larger versions of those ones that I was thinking were worker meeples. So almost makes me wonder if it's similar to viticulture where you have your grande worker and like it can go to spaces that other people have taken up. I do not know that that is the case. I'm just kind of curious about it. We got a variety of different colored discs here, but there's nothing printed on them. Got these guys. I'm not sure exactly what they are. They almost look like little boats with like big square sails or something on them, which maybe they are. I'm not sure. It could be just something else entirely. I don't know. All right. More different color cubes. Okay, so that all is awesome components for sure. Let me zoom back out a little bit so you can kind of see stuff better. All right, let's look at some of these punch boards. We got them in a few different sizes. It's going to be a lot of iconography that I don't yet know. But as you can tell, I think, these pieces are all really colorful. Now, these pieces that have like the 4 different spaces on those, keep those in mind because when I get to the board, I think I can kind of tell you in a very basic way what they do. So we'll keep those in mind. Now these ones, it's kind of those spots again, but they have like some icons on them. So I'm not sure the difference is there. That'll have to be something that I figure out. This looks like it's going to be something I'm going to have to put together. I wonder if it's like a tray for certain kinds of resources or something. I'm not sure. Okay, and then we have player boards. I think the pictures are all the same, but they have different colors to them. So let's flip through those really quick, but very cool looking. Okay. I'm going to put the cards aside for a minute. Oh, here's another one of those. Okay, so this is the expansion. What was it called? Like Night River or something like that. I'm not sure if I'm remembering the name correctly. Probably not, but it's very pretty though. I love the cool nighttime artwork with like this sort of, I don't know if they're really luminescent mushrooms or not, or if they just kind of are, getting the glow of the moon or what have you, but super pretty, super pretty. I'm kind of in awe of all these pieces. I almost wanted to just sit with them all out and like spread out on the table and just like go around and look for little bits for a while. So I think this is going to be the main board. So we'll see if I can show it off very well. As I'm sure you know, my space is a little limited here, but this does look like the main board. So we'll see. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of scroll it here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. So there is a lot going on here. Or at least it looks like a lot. Now, I mentioned those pieces with like the four squares on it. Here, I'm going to zoom in right here if I can. Okay, it kind of shows you that piece there. And so I don't know exactly how this gets to this point, but that's going to be like on this little track here. And some of your workers will be in various spots on that. And I don't know if it's turn by turn or what, but it can move down. And then you can basically, your workers can get off on a spot because you can see how there's these paths away from that. And the longer you stay on it, the more valuable the the place you can get off R. So I don't know exactly how the mechanism works for that, but that's kind of what the video showed me. And I think that's a really interesting and cool concept. It's almost like you see in things like Arc Nova, where, you know, if you don't use a certain action for a while, it becomes more valuable, but it's not quite that. It's more just like, do you want to delay yourself and wait to get the more valuable resources, or do you want to get off early and get something immediately? That's how it sounds like it's going to be anyway, and I really like that. I like that concept. So this is not a double-sided board or anything, but let me put this to the side. Okay, let me zoom back out a bit. All right, so we have more trays to put together. I'm guessing they just hold like the meeples and whatnot that look like these characters that are on there, but I suppose I could be wrong. More trays. This doesn't have the characters on it, so I'm not sure. And here's more trays of the characters. Very cool. I'm going to get a little closer if I can. Hopefully that's showing up okay. Just because I like these creatures so much. Okay, let's get to the cards. I don't know if these are going to be cards with a lot of art, or if it's just going to be mostly iconography. So if it's all iconography, I probably will not spend much time on this. Okay. Zoom in a little bit. All right, so I'm not sure. I think you kind of make a tableau of sorts with these cards at the back, because like there's different terrain types, as you can see on here, and certain animals that you can get to your area will need certain kinds of terrain. So I know that's part of it. I'm not sure what we have on the other side here though. So that's all kind of iconography stuff. I'm not sure exactly what that does, but that's okay. All right, there's the back end of that card. This seems, I don't know, like maybe actions of some sort. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? These must be Kickstarter exclusives, I'm guessing, because it even has, I haven't seen them actually do this in a game where it has like a Kickstarter logo on there. But at least that's what it looks like it is to me. I guess it could be something else, but I think that's a Kickstarter logo. And I'm going to guess maybe, I'm totally guessing that this blue symbol is for that expansion with like the Night River thing. I could be completely wrong about that. I'm not sure. It could be. I think this little separate deck is all maybe like special stuff, whereas this one might be more typical base game, because it has the same terrain tiles in there. So let me take a look at those and see if there's anything different in there. All right, we're getting there, folks. All right, so here we go. More terrain tiles. I'm going to zip through that because you've seen all the terrain. It's just in different configurations. Not everything. Okay, there's some other stuff. Oh, hold on. Okay. And so some of these are actually double-sided with terrain, and then some have more of those kind of sides like the other ones had. So interesting. Now, boy, oh boy. I don't know exactly what I'm looking at here. Might be some kind of like an exchange thing. I'm not sure. And these pink cards, cool looking. I'm not sure. It's just certain creatures doing something, but I don't know exactly what. So I'm sure all this will make sense after reading the rules or playing in a time or two or what have you. But my goodness, that is everything in this brand new game from Alley Cat Games, Arborea. And I'm so excited to just, honestly, like I'm going to spend a lot of time, I think, just looking at the art of this for a while. And, hopefully eventually I'll play the game too. But for a bit, I just like the kind of whimsical but weird design of everything. It's so captivating to me. So I hope that's coming across, because it's true. So I don't think I said before, but it's designed by Danny Garcia, and the art is by Nico Gendron and Javier Inkgolem. Inkgolem is a fantastic name, but yeah, anyway, I don't think I said that before. But that is it. That is everything in Arborea, at least the Kickstarter version of it. Did you get this game? Are you interested in it? I always want to know that kind of thing. What do you think of the art? I mean, is it just me that finds this really fantastic? Because, I mean, it kind of grabbed me once I started looking at it more closely, and it didn't let me go when I saw the campaign for it. So I'm thrilled to finally have this in hand. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like and subscribe and click the little bell icon so you can know about the next time I put out a video. Otherwise, look forward to see you all around the table again at All Games New and Old. Bye. Hey, you made it to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like it, share it, and click this button to subscribe. If you like that one, you might also like this one.
Or this one.
I cannot believe what I did in that one. Holy cow.
I can.
Of course you can. All right. Anyway, we'll see you around the table.
Bye.
Bye.